Hi, I'm Andy Hicklin with Benchmark Tool and Supply, and today we're going to do a quick overview of our iSight remote support system. iSight at its core is a mobile device management service. It allows us to help support and troubleshoot and keep our customers running. It allows them the same access as well. Connectivity, it's not just the way of the future, it's the way of the world these days. We are coming up on 8 years since we deployed our first iSight system, and since then we've put over 1,000 devices online. And this has allowed us to maintain the standard that Benchmark will not outsell its service and support. If we can't support you, we're not going to sell you the equipment. This has allowed for the most efficient and effective support department that we could develop. And it's also available to the customer to use for their end use. We have, like I said, we're supporting over 1,000 devices. But we have customers out there with running 40, 50, 60, 70 plus systems, and they're able to support these, all their equipment with 1 to 3 people. So where yes, you need trained operators to run this, there's a little bit of a backbone in support, and this allows our customers to call directly to Benchmark for that support, or for those with their own support staff, they can maintain and improve their efficiency as well. All right, iSight's remote support allows us to take care of our customers in the quickest and most efficient way possible. Where it used to be we would be on the phone trying to walk somebody through a screen that we couldn't see and sometimes they're not familiar with. Even if communication went perfectly, we were still spending 15, 20 minutes on a phone call for some rather basic issues. Now with iSight, we're able to remote into our customers' devices just like we're there with them. And in a few clicks, we have it up on the screen. We can interact with their device just like we are right there with them. It also allows for some behind-the-scenes features where we are able to go in here, access their file system, and transfer job files to and from the device. One of the greatest benefits for our customers as well as for Benchmark is that it has cut down unnecessary service calls by over 90%. These are usually the service calls when the customers first get introduced to the system, and it may be 1 or 2 buttons or clicks away from performing the action that they need the equipment to do. So along with, instead of spending 15 to 20 minutes on a phone call, we're usually only on the call for 5 to 15 minutes and the customer's back up and running. Whereas in the past we may have had to wait till later the day or even another day to be able to visit the site to get them up and running. So it's the key to Benchmark's success is to keep this equipment running the best it can for our customers. So not only are we able to support our customers remotely in the field, when they call in, we are staring at the same screen that they're looking at out in the field, wherever they may be. So we can walk them through step-by-step processes of how to go through certain functions and features. So not only are we getting them running, but we're helping them to learn the system as well. And we found that for many customers, after a few support calls, we don't hear from them as much because they're picking up and they're seeing and we're showing them what they need to do out there. So in supporting customers, we're looking at the same screen the customer is, and we're able to show them what went wrong or what happened and how to correct it. And they pick up on this. One of the greatest compliments I think our service department has received is multiple people that we've supported out in the field has actually left to go into careers in the GPS machine control support side of it. And we have been thanked on a few occasions because they picked up the training they needed for that new career path from the support provided by Benchmark. So the benefits of iSight extend from smaller customers just getting into the GPS and machine control area to larger customers with fleets of 50, 60, 70 plus machines. We try to make sure iSight is on everything, especially for our first-time customers, because we want them to get familiar with the equipment and familiar with Benchmark and be comfortable using it. But it also provides a great value for the larger customers. We notice once customers get around 10 to 15 machines, that company's identified kind of a point man that kind of manages their equipment, and that becomes the go-between between us. Because it is a different skill set between somebody who maintains this equipment and somebody who operates it. And by the time you're at that point, having that dedicated maintainer is just invaluable to the fleet, and it allows them to do their job in a fraction of the time. Here at Benchmark, we pride ourselves on building relationships with our customers. That begins from the moment you first come in contact with one of our sales reps, and he works to figure out the best system for your situation. From there, it moves through our warehouse and purchasing department to our in-house service department who sets up and preps it until we have our installers come out and put it deploy it to the field for you, and our trainers come out to train you on how to use it. So once you receive the equipment and our trainers have showed you how to work it, support is here to make sure that you keep working at all times. All right, so a large part of my day is answering the phone and taking care of customers. As soon as that phone rings, we're on it. We start talking to the customer, finding out who they are, what company they're with, and what issues they have going on. Once we've established that, we can jump right into our interface here. With a few clicks of a button, we are up and connected to them. Here we have their screen, so I can work with that. Behind the scenes, we also have the file structure, so if we need to move any files around for whatever reason. So in this case, looks like somebody's not getting connected, and notice up here it keeps flashing invalid mount point, so I know they're running off the network. So first thing I'm going to do is try and figure out why they're not getting corrections. They're running off the network, so they're running off the internet pretty much, but me being remoted in lets me know that the internet's working, so it must be something with their configuration. So I would just come up here to look at their radios. And this is the beauty of being able to look at a screen and not just wait to have certain things read off to you by an operator. As soon as I can see this, pull this up, I see that this IP address is not correct for the network. And for that, it is just a quick adjustment to the correct port. And connected to network, they're green, they are ready to get out there and get some work done. A lot of times they'll also take calls because they're starting a new job or updates have been made to the job and they need to get an updated file on their system. So if that happens, it is just a few clicks away. We come in here, go into their job folder, and we can just drag and drop. And now the job we just put in there is on here for them to go get to work. So, and for our customers that use this interface, you know, when it's time to put a new model on, you know, those companies with 10, 20, 30 systems where they're running multiple job sites, you know, he can essentially visit every job site right from his computer desk. So what could be a day of running around just to get files loaded and get people working becomes a simple task in the morning that opens him up more time to take care of other tasks. Another feature we've found to be very helpful with iSight is device location and management. You can actually, on many of the devices, pop up and go to your location tab and get an exact location of the equipment. One of the best ways we've been able to utilize this feature is in equipment recovery. We've had over the years many people call, say, hey, you know, we lost this, we dropped this, it fell off a truck, whatever the case may be. And we're able to set alerts for whenever any equipment comes online. And as soon as it does, we can access that equipment. Most of it has location functions on it, so we're able to trace it down to an exact location. So once we've located where the device is, the next step is getting a hold of whoever may have that equipment. One of the simplest ways is just the built-in chat feature here, where you can just send a quick message and it pops up in the middle of the screen. There have been times where I noticed that was being ignored. So these units also have front and back facing cameras. You know, turned it on, snapped a picture of whoever was around. And sometimes I'll even pull up Google Maps on here and pull up directions to our office and just ask where we can meet to recover this missing equipment. After that, they've usually been pretty quick to give a call and work with us and get it back. Just 2 weeks ago, we had a customer who lost a piece on the side of the road, and a roadside cleanup crew found it, and we were able to have them back with their equipment within less than an hour. So that's a pretty quick run through of iSight. I hope you found it informative. If you would like more, please reach out to your sales rep or contact me directly at the number on the screen.